Welcome back to Greg's Grooves. Today I want to talk about something that's been bothering me for at least 15 years now. I got into record collecting in the late 90s. I was still in elementary school, and for me, record collecting was about connecting with my parents' generation. My collection started by going into my mom's old bedroom and taking her records out, taking them home, and asking my dad, hey, where can I get a turntable? And him taking me down to the thrift store, finding a turntable. And I remember just being elated at putting that disc on the platter, dropping the needle, and hearing the first album I ever played, The Who, Tommy. And back then, late 90s, I could go to the thrift store and for 25 cents, 50 cents, maybe $1 a piece, find amazing music. The Beatles, The Who, you name it, 60s, 70s, 80s. And somewhere between my elementary school days and college, that all disappeared. The record went from being this dated relic of a past time to something that was desirable and hip. And for me, it killed the joy of collecting. Now, don't get me wrong. I still collected all through college, all through my 20s. I'm in my 30s now. And I was adamant that I was going to get every album by the artists that I love, have their full discography. And for the most part, I did that and felt very unfulfilled. I much preferred the days of going into the thrift store and seeing what I could find. Not going into a record shop where everything was neatly labeled by genre and artist, where there's no suspense, where there's no luck of the draw. So, for a number of years, record collecting just became not fun for me anymore. It wasn't a good time. It's only recently that I really am starting to enjoy the hobby again, because I've gotten back to, okay, I have all the records that I really need of all the artists that I listen to most regularly, and it's allowed me to go back to the thrift stores, Goodwill, Salvation Army, and look for those surprise gems, things I didn't know that I was looking for. And the days of me spending $25, $30 on a record are long over. I won't do it anymore. Half the reason I got into vinyl collecting, besides the nostalgia factor, was that it was an affordable hobby. $30 a record is not affordable. Luckily, my thrift shop is still 99 cents a record by me, and it's rare now. I gotta be diligent about checking pretty much on a weekly basis, if not twice a week, but I'll find some real gems. Yesterday, I was really happy to find this copy of the Shangri-La's Leader of the Pack. Now, condition is going to be, it's going to leave a little to be desired as I crumple this inner sleeve, but you get the idea. I can clean that up. Maybe it's in better condition than it necessarily looks on first glance. And then something that I would not buy if I had to spend $10, $15, a 2 LP set of the best of Burt Bacharach. Not something that was on my list of need-to-haves, but for 99 cents, I love me a good compilation, and even if I listen to this twice, 3 times over the next decade, I'm happy to have it. So, record collecting got boring, and really getting back to the roots of going to thrift stores and letting what's available drive my purchases has brought some joy back to the process. So for those of you who have amassed big collections, those of you in your 30s like me, millennials, who maybe got a little too into the hobby where it's lost its spark, try to just go back to skipping the record stores, skipping the $30 purchases, and just try to get lucky. That's it for Greg's Grooves today. Hope to see you next time.